Hey guys, it's Bo with Llama Life. Thanks for clicking on the video. We are going to review a few different stoves from Camp Chef, and these are primary stoves for outfitting. We're up at 10,000 feet today in the middle of winter, so just kidding, we're not. We're at the Llama Ranch. This stove is the Summit stove. Got some snow on this old girl from Camp Chef. And Camp Chef products have been phenomenal. They're great to work with if anything breaks or we need replacements. They're very simple, and one of the things that I really like about these Camp Chef stoves is that they fit perfectly inside of a Llama pannier. So they're mobile, they're light, they work really great. And this is my favorite stove that they make. This is the Summit stove. It has two 20,000+ BTU burners. So if you're going to take this and use it for lots of cooking, make sure you have lots of propane. And this stove runs exclusively off of propane. So when we're in the backcountry, we typically use just these small Coleman propane cans. And the thing I like about the stove, it's off the ground. It has legs to kind of help keep it off the ground so you can cook better and keep the stove a little bit more clean. It also has wings where they connect right here. So when you're outside in the backcountry and you're in the wind, having the back shield and then the side wings helps protect your stoves from burning out, from the burners from burning out. So it's really great to have that wind protection. And the stove setup's pretty simple. You always put your propane connector onto your stove first. If you put it onto your propane, well, everything's gonna smell like propane, and propane's gonna go everywhere, and that's just dangerous, so don't do that. Okay, now we got our propane connected. We're ready to start cooking. The cool thing about these stoves is you can use a lighter, but they all also have their self-igniting system. So we turn on our fuel, and away we go. First click, it shot up. So we'll see if it does it on this one. All right, two first clicks. So you got two 20,000+ BTU burners. Like I said, you go through a lot of fuel, but you can cook great. They have a great simmering setting on them. They can go really, really high. Woo! We don't have the best setup here. There she's sitting nice. I want to cook like this, but it's great for demonstration. There we go. Lots of heat coming off. So I really like how wide this one is, because you can put two pretty 10-inch pots on this thing, no problem, and go to cooking. Camp Chef also makes another stove that's very similar. It's a double burner. It's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit lighter, shorter, thinner, and they call it the Teton. And for double burner stoves and for price point, it's one of the best stoves ever made. It has a really low bottom in there, and so it makes it really easy to clean. The Summit's a little bit deeper bottom and a little bit bigger stove. And when a high elevation is cooking a lot of meals for a large group of people, this is pretty much the only way to go. Camp Chef Summit stove. All right, guys, another stove here from Camp Chef. This thing is an awesome little stove. This is the Stryker, and it's pretty new to the market actually. The cool thing about this stove, it's really a personal stove. It's great for heating up water for large groups of people. It just uses minimal fuel, but the cool thing, you can use propane with this, or you can use isobutane, so canister fuel. Pretty rad, right? And the only thing that you have to do to be able to do that is they send you this Stryker in a little bag, and it has an adapter. So if you want to run, where's my stove? Well, there it is. We got snow. We got snow everywhere. All right, so the stove comes automatically set up for isobutane. So you can connect your stove, pretty simple. And it comes with its automatic lighting system. Boom, she's ready to rock and roll. So it's a great little personal stove. You cannot put a pan on top of this if you have, a pan or pot that you're cooking with. You pretty much have to use the Stryker connector here, this pan that comes with it. So that's the isobutane. Lights up pretty simple. Had its own quick starter. And now for the propane. So what you want to do is put your pot down so you have good access to your hands, and then you want to connect it. So the end looks much like the isobutane canister on the adapter. You just simply connect it and you go finger tight make sure your canister is turned off, and then you hook up to propane, and you're ready to rock and roll. Turn it up, boom, first click, it works. So it's pretty exciting that, you know, Camp Chef are coming out with pretty cool products where you can use both types of fuel. The reason why I really like this for heating up water on the guided trips, on personal trips, is because sometimes you run out of one fuel can over the other, and sometimes you're traveling from one location to another in the backcountry, whether you're camping, hunting, or fishing, and you have to go to the store and you might not have one or the other. So they have dual fuel on a personal the cooking device like this, or for even big trips and commercial trips where you're just cooking and or boiling up a lot of water. This is phenomenal. So I'm really impressed with this little design, and I highly recommend it. We'll put the link below in the video, so if you're interested in purchasing this Stryker product from Camp Chef, you can go ahead and do that. Great product, and highly recommend it.